To create some more complex helical or coil designs, such as this spring for example, we can actually just make use of our Revolve tool, but give our Revolve a height. So, for example, to recreate this spring, first just jump to a front view here, and draw the profile I'd like to revolve. In this case, it would just be a simple circle, maybe something like this. And I can fine-tune the locations or dimensions as needed, but I'm not too worried about them here, so I'll just throw in something like that there. And then really all I'm doing is revolving this circle about my z-axis. So I'll jump to a bit of a 3D view here, make sure I select my circular sketch as well as my z-axis here. And then with the selection-based interface I can use Revolve. And notice within my Revolve tool, I not only can define the angle of rotation, in this case 360 degrees, but I can also define a height of my rotation. And if I just pull on these arrows, we can see a height being applied to my Revolve. So already we can see the general shape of a spring. Now of course, my spring would actually revolve more than once, so more than 360 degrees. Let's say maybe I want it to revolve 10 times, so I'm going to throw in a value of 3600 degrees. Tap the green check. And now we can see we have revolved this profile 10 times about my axis of rotation with a total height of 32 millimeters. Now of course I would like to slightly increase that height, so it's going up to the top of my assembly here, pull on the arrows, and notice my spring gaining a height. Of course I could define an exact dimension for my height as well. And now we can see we have very quickly and efficiently created this complex spring design by just making use of my Revolve tool with a specified height. Another example of where this might be very useful is for creating any threads on an object. So for example, I have this water bottle design, let's say, and notice I have a thread at the top. So we can create our thread in really this exact same way. Maybe I'll just start by jumping into a left view and drawing the profile I would like to revolve. So in that case, for my thread, I'll just do a simplified thread profile, something just like a triangle, for example. This and this. So just a simple triangle there. And now again, I would like to revolve that sketch about my z-axis, and using my selection-based interface, I will use Revolve, but not only define an angle of revolution, but also a height. Something like this, 15 millimeters up, and maybe a few rotations, something like 720, let's say. And now we have very quickly and easily created our threads on our design.